Hopefully this video will come out before 2020 ends, unless I mess up somehow, which I probably will because I started this on the 28th. But if I do mess up, hopefully I'll upload it before everyone else in the world hasn't experienced New Year's yet. So I messed up somehow. Happy New Year's. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's, and if not, I hope your day gets better. So before 2020 ended, I wanted to make a video of me drawing things that helped me during that not very good year. But as you can probably tell, it's now 2021 and I haven't finished this video yet. Whoops. Also, I'd like to apologize for not uploading in over a year. I'll probably talk about that a bit more in the description, but TLDR, 2020 sucked. Anyway, transition. Animal Crossing New Horizons came out at a perfect time. It was like God's gift to 2020, and honestly my year would have been worse if it weren't for Animal Crossing. It's a great game and it really helped me distract from everything that was happening around me in 2020 as a whole. Even though I got it in May, my island makes it look like I've only been playing it for 2 weeks, but I like that I can just play really slowly and decorate my island at my own pace. And talking to the villagers is always great. I haven't played any other Animal Crossing game, but I heard that they made the villagers a lot nicer, which is pretty bittersweet because I love the wholesomeness, but then again I'd like to have more saucy relationships with the villagers. There are also little things that are pretty annoying, but this isn't a review of the game, so, I won't talk about them. Also, a quick interruption before I finish the Animal Crossing speed paint. I'd like to just talk about Louie Zong's music. It's honestly fantastic and helped me relax and study a lot easier, and it's just great. It was a big help with online classes and helped me not ignore all my homework. I think you should go listen to it. It's on Bandcamp and probably some other places. And honestly, you can just listen to some funky tunes while you study and or work. There's a smiley face in the script, so I just pretend I smiled. The Trash Taste Podcast. Wow, didn't think I would be putting this in here, but here we are. I'm talking, so I'm sorry I just sound dead inside. I'm really sorry about that. Can't believe the podcast started like 6 or so months ago, but listening to the podcast is always a fun time. I don't really know what to say about this. I mean, it's an anime podcast, in quotation marks. So I'm not exactly sure how to describe how it helped me. Honestly, it's weird how 3 grown men talking about anime titties made me feel so much joy and helped distract from all the depressing things that 2020 had brought to us, but I'm grateful for it nonetheless. Oh, and I love watching them be clowns. And sorry to the boys, but I know the drawing is very stupid and dumb, and it's really bad, but art block.
Honest, 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 honest.
Where do I begin with Unus Annus? Unus Annus is, was, one of the most important things to me in 2020. I feel terribly sorry for all the people who didn't see it in all its glory when it was alive, but somehow, watching 2 grown adult men act like idiots really helped me in every bad situation I was in. It felt like an endless supply of just joy. I don't know, it just made me feel happy. Just Markiplier and Crank gameplays, even before Unus Annus, made me feel happy, and both of their channels were so great to watch when I was feeling down. If I'm being honest, I felt very depressed in 2020. I mean, everyone has. Like, it'd be pretty hard not to feel depressed unless you don't believe in the big old virus or anything else that happened, you know? And if you don't, that's kind of really bad and really dumb, and you don't do that. But there were just so many days where waking up and doing anything at all was so hard. 2020 was the worst and best year for me mentally, because I had so many problems and it felt like every mental problem I had overcome previously just came back and I felt so pathetic. But it helped me grow as a person, and even though I bet it's not too obvious because I'm still an anxious ball of sad, I truly think I've grown, and you know, it might be silly to have such attachment to a YouTube channel or two people I've never met, but I think Ethan and Mark, or Eunice and Hannes, just helped me so much. I've made a post of Eunice Honest on Instagram, and the ending is the exact same as this, but again, thank you. I know Mark and Ethan will never see this, but if they do, thank you. Honestly, you both make my heart go Skittles color. I feel like I didn't write as much as I should have, so this video might be a bit short, but that's okay. Obviously, there are some things that I couldn't exactly add that were still important to me, like Jacksepticeye was always a pleasure to watch, so was Critical. I didn't add any other games that made this year less bad, like Grimm's Hollow, Off, One Shot, and Undertale. Oh, also Nameless Cat. Nameless Cat and Undertale have the best music, and the soundtracks made me cry a couple of times, not gonna lie. Also, the Undertale concert. Wow. And you know what? 2020 was again a great year for me personally, but I would change almost everything about it if I could. Because if I'm being honest, I could have developed and grew just as much in a happier 2020. And I would have achieved a lot more goals. So, yeah. 2020, 2 out of 10, would not want to go through again. So Jesus Christ. As you can probably tell, it's now 2021 and I have not finished this video yet, which is pretty big.